Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here. Welcome back to some more of our Bears franchise. Caleb Williams is the 7th best QB, top 10 in the league right now. Does have 10 interceptions, 14 touchdowns. Interceptions because we're not the greatest. We're going up against Jalen Hurts, who also has 13 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Interesting here, we have 300 yards more of Jalen Hurts. That is crazy. We're actually doing some good stuff with that. We're taking on the number 6 Eagles. We are the number 7th Bears. It is going to be a hell of a game today. Let's preview the Eagles before we get into this one. Who is... We're 3-point... Well, actually, they're 3-point favorites. So that is interesting. Look at the statistics here. Can I already see y'all? Saw Jalen Hurts. Saquon is out. Will Shipley has been taking the carries there, so 249 for him. Nick Chubb has also been out. He's out for the season. Shocker at receivers. Evan Stewart, who has been able to stay healthy, 37 receptions, 422. Malik Carter playing for the injured Dallas Goedert, getting up there as well. So we could see some receiver turnover with the Eagles. Looking at their scouting report. Actually, let's look at the defense. Wow, Zach Bond is doing absolute work. Jordan Davis with 3.5. I mean, this can be a hell of a game. A hell of a game. All right, scouting report right here. Quarterback Jalen Hurts is number 8. We can already know that. Running backs, number 9 with ease. We're going to see Will Shipley and Jaquindon Jackson. Wide receivers, we're going to see a little bit of AJ Brown, Evan Stewart, Julian Fleming. I mean, this receiver core is still doing work even with the injuries they've had. Tight ends at 9, Malik Carr and Ian Thomas, doing pretty good. And then the 5th in the offensive line, Jordan Mailata, Leonard Dickerson, Daniel Brunskill, Mekhi Becton, and Jermaine Elminyar. So pretty good line with that. We look over to the defense. This is a top 10 defense just in talent, and it's looking like it is a top 10 team across the board on defense. I mean, look at the 16 in points allowed, but 2nd in defensive pass yards, not great in the rushing yards, 25th, but 22nd in sacks, so not great there, 28th. I mean, maybe a little bit of fallout from maybe a good rookie season for defensive coordinator Vic Fangio. His first year in Philly, but still. Neville Gallimore, Jordan Davis, LJ Collier doing pretty good on the line. Then in the linebacking core, a lot of speed. Josh Sweat, real life, this guy is an absolute monster. I'd love to see him on the Bears since he's going to hit free agency, but we'll kind of see how that is. Nolan Smith, Jack Bond, N'Kobe Dean, Darius Slay, Cooper DeJean, Sean Murphy Bunting. Interesting that Sean Murphy Bunting is likely playing in the slot. In real life, you kind of see Cooper DeJean playing in the slot and kind of playing also in that outside position, so they kind of switch between those guys. But Reed Blankenship and CJ Gardner Johnson. Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here. Welcome to a new fun game, our first snow game. You're gonna see it. It's gonna be against the Eagles at home. Everyone is in the throwbacks, but not the crazy throwbacks. We're gonna have a 5-3 matchup against the Eagles. See the Eagles in their green throwbacks. We're gonna be in our white throwbacks. I like these white ones. I actually have a Khalil Mack one for the 100th anniversary of the Bears, but here we go, and it's kicked off into the back. This is going to be taken by Turpin around the 10, maybe the 5, taken down at the 28. So out will come Caleb Williams. So it's going to be a big game for him in some inclement weather. 14 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 2,100 yards. I think we have a chance to break the 4,000 yard mark. So we're gonna start off here, hand off to Swift up the middle in this vaunted defense. Stuffs that one, only getting 1. Dropping back, Williams looking Gonna give it off to Swift to the left side, and that is a 3rd and 4. Out in motion, looking. Caleb nowhere to go and sacked by Dean. So after the punt, out will come Jalen Hurts, trying to do something today. 13 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 1,800 yards. And we'll see what they have. Shipley is in the backfield. Saquon is injured, so he'll be out for this game. Good dump off there to gain 6 on 2nd and 4. Shipley forced out of bounds with all of those white jerseys around. Blitz is there. Hits Hurts as he throws. Bounced around and incomplete. So both sides go 2 or 3 and out. Little misdirection handoff to Swift, and that's stuffed. 2nd and 11, dropping back. Has time. Forced out the roll on the left side. Looks like Cooper DeJean coming in there. But it's going to be a 3rd and 2. Going over the middle. Caught by Komet to move the chains. 2 tight ends left side. Going to be a play action. And down he goes. That was a good blitz. And on the next play, nowhere to go over the middle. We force it. And that's going to be picked off by CJ Gardner-Johnson. So the Eagles, easier field position going into this one. Shipley with a handoff, gain of 6. 2 guys in the backfield. A little bit of razzle dazzle out of the back, but that finds Anais Brown, I think it is, back there. Looking here, going deep, and gonna go back to him here, and that will be a touchdown. Actually, it's Anais Smith. Anais Smith. And Anais Brown. But a good strike there by the Eagles to put them up 7-0. So play action here to Swift. Looking. Has time. Tries to find Komet. And that's a good defensive play knocked away by Slay. Williams. Empty set. Dropping back. Pressure up the middle. Finds more. And that will make it a 3rd and 4. Bunch set right. Caleb dropping back. The blitz is picked up. Rolling on the right side. Throwing on the run. And that's at the shoestrings of DJ Moore. We're going to go for it on 4th and 4 here. Dropping back. Caleb, pressure up the middle. Delivers to Atwell as he goes down field to the 46. Going to be a handoff to Swift going to the left side. And that is this defense. Good run defense here by the Eagles. Dropping back. Looking. Flushed out to the right. Probably had time. Flag is thrown. That's out to Jaden Ott for the first down into Eagles territory. Looks like the flag was thrown, though, at the line of scrimmage. It will be a holding. It will be a holding on Darnell Wright. So dropping back here. Looking. Has time. Finds Turpin here towards the sticks and a first down. Remember, Roma Dunze is out. So we're going to be looking at both Turpin and everyone to kind of go through. But here's our one handoff to Cam Skibadoo on the day. He is going to have a big gain. But here, a blitz, and that's the 3rd sack for the Eagles defense. Dropping back, looking, has time and down. I'm not sure what's going on there with that. Well, but that wasn't great. Dropping back, Caleb. Blitz is picked up, going deep, and that's going to be a big coverage by Cooper DeJean. So we only get a field goal out of that one. Eagles football starting from their 31. We hand off to Shipley. Sanborn takes him down 2nd and 4. Another handoff here on the outside. He has nothing but room. Trying to get away from Amos. Amos can't bring him down until he stumbles over himself. Down to 36. Another handoff here outside. Sanborn can't bring him down, but there is TJ Edwards. Shipley checks back in. Looking, going deep, and that should have been picked off by Jalen Johnson. 3rd and 1. Handoff up the middle, first down. This Eagles offensive line is still as scary as normal as we go into the second quarter. 7-3. This could get out of hand. We haven't had a great run game in Modded Madden because it is a lot harder, but here we go. Out to AJ Brown, making a 2nd and 9. A 2 running back set. Pressure, flushes Hurts down. He escapes it, gets a first down. Stiff arm by Baker to go out of bounds at the 4. Stack in the box here. An easy play. And a touchdown by Shipley. And the Bears are down quickly 14-3. Dropping back. Caleb flushed out. Finds Cole Kmet over the middle for 5. Shotgun sets equal on both sides. Looking, Caleb just runs away from where all the routes are. 3rd and 5. Looking, pressure off the edge on that blitz, and that is an error throw. 4th and 5 here. Trying to get something, does find Tutu Atwell. Will get the first down and move the chains. Now Jay Knott checks in. Gonna be a little bit of pressure up the A gap in the middle, but that's a gain of 3. Williams dropping back, has time, looking, tries to find Swift, and that's just not good timing. On 3rd and 7 over the middle, that's another bad throw by Caleb, and we go to another 4th and 7. Looking, going over the middle, and that's another bad throw. We should have a first down there 3 times. Just not good play. Is this one rushed out to the right side quickly? Taken down now. Shipley's going to get this one, and the Bears are going to get there quickly, but still Shipley rounds out 4 yards from that. 3rd and 5, dropping back. Has time, rolling around the pocket, will escape, get a first down, then some inside the red zone to the 17. Empty set now for Hurts. Looking here, making a couple of motions. Looking over the field, drop back, has time, gonna go and challenge Baker, and Baker makes a good play. Gonna be a handoff to Shipley up the middle, and Baker's there to make another play. It is 3rd and 6. Shotgun, looking, gonna be a screen and misses his man, so that is going to be a field goal attempt by Philly. Easy chip shot. 17-3. Bears need to get back into this one before the half. Still have 6:27 actually to play here. And another bad throw in this inclement weather. This time, though, we have an empty set. Looking over the middle. This time is a good one to DJ Moore, and makes it a 3rd and 3. Under center. Handoff. Swift has the first down, but that's all he will get. We're going to set up a screen here to Jaden Ott. Going to drop back. Looking. Gets him. But it's the speed of this defense. Bond is there, and it's a 2nd and 9. Dropping back. Has time. Over the middle. That's caught at the knees, and that's Luther Burden for the first down. Swift, tight end, left side, handoff, nowhere to go. It is great penetration. Drop back now. Williams has time, space over the middle, and that is not even a reaction. I don't know what that is, but it's 3rd and 14. Dropping back, has time, going over the middle. That is a low throw. Luther Burden adjusts and gets the first down. Going to be a handoff to Swift. Swift cannot make it to the outside there and loses 2. Caleb again going over the middle here. DJ Moore, and it's the slants across the middle that are getting something. Give this one to Roschon. There is a flag. It is a gain of about 5, but I don't know what it is. We just cannot run the football. So here we are, James Daniels with that penalty. It is 1st and 20. Looking quickly left side. Harrison Bryant 4-4. Trying to convert the chains here, which is about the 8. Looking, has time, goes over to DJ Moore, and that's some good coverage by Slay. Here Williams looking, flushed out of the pocket, has room in the right side. It's going to be a foot race to the goal line, and it will be Caleb Williams into the end zone touchdown. This makes it a bit more palatable, but still, it's not the easiest thing to come back in inclement weather from a 17-3 like deficit, but hey, we're gonna try to claw back into this one, and Caleb is gonna be the one that does it. So 17-7. Looking, first under 2 minutes to play. I should say insane juiced. I am really confused in the thought process there. Immediately next play, I am stunned. Benjamin St. Just, the former commander, has familiarity against the Eagles. Hurst just throws that away. I don't know what he's doing. But it's a touchdown, and it's a 17-all game. Finding his tight end there, working inside Bears territory. Hurts dropping back. As time flushed out right side. He's going to be a foot race here to try to get something. Takes a hard hit. Holds on to the football. 2nd and 5, ticking under a minute to play. Quick throw to Shipley. Shipley trying to make a move, and is Jalen Johnson forcing him out of bounds. 3rd and 3. It's going to be an empty set. Gonna find his man coming across the middle for the first down. A timeout is taken by Philly. Going over the middle again, and that is a big gain inside the 10 of Ian Thomas. Dropping back, looking, gonna be, I don't know why we have a lineman running around there, but it is a thing. Next play here, looking, gonna roll out the right side. Jalen Johnson will try to force him out of bounds. We are in hard hitting, and it's Taylor that cleans that up. Next play, 3rd and goal, looking, gonna be on the right side, and there it is again. It's a lineman, and they will get a 3 points there. We find a wide open DJ Moore, and we miss him there, so probably could have got us into field goal position, or at least have an opportunity. Williams here gonna be flushed out of the pocket. Chase takes a big hit and then puts the ball on the ground. Luckily, there will be no possible way the Eagles can convert that into points, but not a good day today. The defenses really came through for us a lot, and well, 20-17, we have to get back in this football game. We've got back into it. It's a 1-score game, but we cannot let the Eagles double dip into this one. They will have the ball here first. They're going to be taking it about the 5 or the 10 up to the 28. Man in motion is Shipley out wide to the right, looking. Has time, going to find his man left side as Smith there. Down after 6. Misdirection up the middle, and Shipley will work his way to the 43 and a first down. Going to be a play action, a little misdirection, a tight end around. That was a big one against me. First down for the Eagles, and they're inside Chicago territory. But we're going to blitz. Sanborn can't bring him down, but it is none other than Booker to clean that up. It'll be half a sack for both. It'll be 2nd and 20. Hurst dropping back, has time, gets out of the pocket, rushes for 14. Empty set. Bears trying to get something here, and that's a little bit of contact downfield. Watts wants the flag. He's not going to get it. Handoff here to Anais Smith, and he will be taken down quickly. Shipley over the right side. Has time coming across the middle. It's going to be Hurst. They're going to rush. No containment up the middle, and that will be inside the 10. 1st and goal. Handoff to Shipley. Shipley met quickly by a couple of linebackers. Dropping back, looking, Hurts. Time, gonna find his man out of the backfield, and that will be a 10-point game. Williams gonna hand off on a little RPO action to Swift, and that loses 1. Dropping back, has time, blitz is picked up, going deep, gonna be thrown in Tutu at, well, a little contact there, but I don't think it's enough to make a call. Williams flushed out of the pocket, trying to go to DJ Moore, and it is picked off. A little bit of a floater there. It is CJ Gardner Johnson again. Eagles short field at the 32, and this could get out of hand again. So here's Hurts under center, giving it to Shipley, and Shipley with a good 9-yard gain. A lot of stacked guys, and it can't be tackled by Booker. Shipley works himself down to the 1. Still in here. Looking. Bears blitz. And it just flushes Hurts into the end zone. 34-17. You have a lot to really go through. An RPO. Quick throw to Komet. Knees down the side on the right side into Eagles territory. And just like that, a quick strike. Going to be a handoff here to Swift. Cutting it back on the right side. We'll get a good gain here of 8. A lot of coverage play that the Eagles are playing because we need to pass a lot. Williams looking, finds his man, Swift, and it will be a little end around out of the backfield, and it will end up out there. Well, not an end around, a wheel route out of the backfield, I should say. And DeAndre Fix strikes in at 17. Actually, it's a 10-point game, 34-24. Handoff to Shipley on the right side. It's going to be a lot of running for this Eagles offense. Will the Bears be able to stop them? We have to move the chains here down at the 48 of their own field. Going to be given to Hurts. Hurts has some room in front of him. Takes a hit here and down at the 38. Under 3 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Busting it on the right side. Bears jerseys all around him, and that's a good gain there. Shipley checks back in. 2nd and 2. Bears blitz, pitch out right side. Watts is there with the open field tackle. 3rd and 2, looking, blitz is there. It's not going to get home, and that's out to Ian Thomas on a little delay block route, and that just is not great. Inside of field goal territory, that one's Hemingway making that play, I think. Dropping back, looking over the middle, finds his man. There will be a flag. Aeneas Smith will have a first down unless this is on the Eagles. And it will be. Holding is the only thing that Madden really recognizes. So here we go. 2nd and 20. Dropping back. Has room. Going on the left side. That's quickly forced out of bounds. 3rd and 19. This could be a big play for the Bears here. Shipley gets this one, and we rally to the football. So after kicking a field goal, we still have a 13 game we have to really think about as Williams. Flush to the pocket. Down the sideline past the 50, in close to the 40 and out of bounds. Blitz sent here. Rolling on the right side. Finds this man. It's DJ Moore. Big strike inside the 30, down at the 23. Dropping back. Looking. Has time. Not liking anything downfield, and a rush to the 17. Man in motion to DJ Moore. Looking. Has time. Williams trying to find his man and hit as he throws. 3rd and 4. Looking. Blitz up the middle. Finds his man's Cole Kmet with a contested catch and a first down. Going to be a handoff here. Swift finds his way in the end zone with a good block by Scadaboo into the secondary. And there it is. A 6-point game. Can the Bears stop the Eagles here? Ian Thomas will not have it. That is a big gain there in the Bears territory. Hand off to Shipley. Shifting outside. Baker is there. Flag is thrown. This might save the Bears. Look like a little holding on the edge. And that is what it'll be. So here we go. 1st and 19 will accept that. Shipley up the middle. And it's a rally tackle. Breaks a couple of tackles, but luckily Watts brings him down. 2nd and 5. Dropping back. Has time. Flush out of the pocket. And we rally to the tackle. Hurts fighting for yards. 3rd and 6. Looking here. Dropping back. Showing an A-gap blitz. Drop into a cover 2. And he's short. Shipley still fighting. And he's taken down by Booker. And it is a punt. So here is Williams. Has room. Running into the running back. And I just threw it away at that point. It's a broken play. Caleb dropping back. Has time. Pressure in his face. 2-2 Atwell makes it a 3rd and 6. Dropping back again. Looking. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking. Has time and throws, and is dropped. That could have been the game. 4th and 6. Looking. Going short. Luther Burden. They say he has it. So first down there. Swift trying to run the football there. Loses one. Roshan checks in for the screen. Roshan gets it. Working downfield. Good block. And a first down and a couple more to the 44. Trying to make this the last drive of the game. Caleb flushed out of the pocket. Going to slide, not take a hit. 2nd and 3 on this one as we tick under 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Hand out to Swift on the outside. Has a good block by Scadaboo, but he will not have the first down, 3rd and inches. We are in 4 down territory, though. Hand off Roshan Johnson, first down. And that is a penalty. That is a man hurt. It looks like possibly the left guard. So checking in is Ryan Bates there at left guard. Williams, pressure quickly, and down he goes. Actually, it'll be Byron Jones, or Braxton Jones, I should say. He's out. We find our man. Luther Burden gets away from the corner, fighting for the first down, and gets it. 2-minute warning is called here. Bears trying to get something going. Has time, going out to Cole Kmet. That's a contested catch and a first down. Hand off to Swift. Remember, we need a touchdown to win this game. A field goal will not help us. Little misdirection here. Swift inside the 10 to the 9. Clock is still ticking. We're not going to take a timeout until after this play. Williams goes down. We're going to go ahead and let it tick down, and we're going to use the timeouts here in these last 4 plays that we're going to have. Caleb's hit, and that's incomplete. Looking around, man in motion. As time, it's going to tick, and we do throw it on the left side. Swift could have gotten a first down. Now, I looked at the formation. I didn't like who we had on the field and the lineup. And we're going to call the same play, but we're going to flip it a little bit. It is going to be the dagger concept. We're going to have Cole Kmet run this, and we're going to see it. Williams for the game. 10 seconds left, down by 6. Making a couple adjustments. Having Burden go in on a slant route. Snap is there. Has time. Has this man. And Cole Kmet catches the football, and that's going to be your ball game. A little bit of time is there. Cole Kmet with the game winner. And we have coming back from 2 big deficits. One of them was 14. I think another one was 17 at one point. And there it is. Now remember, the field goal matters. Right now it's just a tie ball game. The Eagles will ice us on this PAT. As we set up for it, I'm looking at it. I see the wind. And here it is. There it is. And this is for a win. One of these teams will become 6-3. The other one will become 5-4. Looking here. Snap is up. Kick is up. And it's good. It will give the Bears a 1-point lead with 6 seconds left. Now, this is still big. We cannot allow a big return. So here it is. Taylor's going to take this one. Has a little bit more foot power. Going to put it down to the 10. The return is going to be up to the 35, and it'll be 1 second left. Just one. And this, I'm thinking we need to go deep. We need to cover deep. We need to keep them. I mean, at this point, there's no sideline play, so you don't have to worry about the sideline. You can play them straight up in this, because once the ball snapped, that's the end of the game. So we're going to play them straight up in a prevent. Snap is up. Looking. The ball is going to be up towards the sideline. This kind of traps him. It's knocked away by Stevenson, and that is your ball game. A big game for the Bears to move to 6-3. Caleb, another clutch game. Clutch Gene. We were able to find some actual positives here in the bad weather. Swift, good out of the pass game. We still have to figure out what we're going to do with a couple of these line portions. I think we need to solidify it a little bit more. And I think we need to get another weapon out of the backfield that's a little bit better. But also, Swift's under contract can be traded. So without further ado, let's kick it off to Stat Dark in this great game. I'll see you guys later. What a game in the snow. Caleb Williams, that clutch gene, baby. That clutch gene to Cole Kmet to win this game. Still required a Cairo Santos field goal or extra point, but a 38-37 win. What a game. Both guys balled out today. Some interceptions. It is not the greatest snow game. There's a couple of plays I probably want to take back, one of them being an interception. Kind of threw it into traffic both times. One, it was just a wrong button. It was the crosser instead of the stick route towards the sideline. Both of them were in the same spot. I picked the button. It was intercepted. So, 266 in the air for Caleb Williams, 24 of 44. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Jalen Hurts goes 16-24, buck 72, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Let's go into the rushing. Swift, not a big day today. However, we're playing from behind. Yes, I would like to run the football in this situation, but playing from behind, we didn't have a choice but to hand it off, but he did have a touchdown. Caleb Williams, did I lose that fumble at the half? No harm, no foul, because we're going into the half. Time expired. The biggest thing with this, a 87-yard gain in a touchdown. Had that 28-yard. I think that was the one for a touchdown. And then Skibido had a 17 15-yard one. For the Eagles, Will Shipley carved us up today. $1.15 Hurts on the option. We're going to have to worry about taking the quarterback more. However, Hurts was scrambling a lot. I think only 2 or 3 design runs for Hurts, so we have to worry about that going down the stretch. But both of them do have touchdowns. Going into the receiving, Ian Thomas, 92 yards, 5 receptions, a couple of big third down conversions, but ultimately we were able to get this win. Aeneas Smith, great ball over the top by Hurts to Aeneas Smith to get that touchdown. And then you had Jaquandon Jackson have the other touchdown. But hey, it's a nasty day outside. When you have the lead, you're not going to be passing a lot. But when you're behind a lot, Cole Kmet, 78 yards, 6 receptions, a couple of big catches on third down to move the chains, and in that 1 touchdown to win the game. Swift also had that touchdown coming out of the wheel route out of the backfield. Wasn't covered. We made some conflict with some of the with both the middle linebacker and the safety, and we're able to get that touchdown pretty easy. Moore 45, Luther Burden 54, kind of spreading the ball around as much as we can. Going into the blocking, we did give up 2 sacks. We'll have to see what the injury to Braxton Jones is. We ended up I think having him towards the end of that. I don't know how we're going to solve that issue. We didn't have any sacks that were off the actual play, but we had some sacks that were more cover sacks than anything. I mean, the Eagles, Josh Sweat doing work, Jordan Davis, Kobe Dean. 3 4s just completely messed me up, and it's CJ Gardner-Johnson with both of those picks. For us, Adrian Amos playing up in the box. That hard hit. Love to see it. TJ Edwards, tackles for loss. Booker had 2 tackles for loss. Had a half sack with Jack Sanborn, which was nice. But that was really our only sack. Now, we had a couple TFLs, or at least some that were of a small game with Taylor and the like. Interception by Benjamin St. Juice that was a TD. That was really big. Couple of pass defenses, and I thought this was a good one. I think Jalen Johnson should have another pick today, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, baby. All right, so I will see you in the Madden tool when we go to next week. We also have the injury that we need to look at. I don't know how bad it's going to be. I don't know how we're going to leverage Braxton Jones into this. Having Will Campbell out as well, but hopefully it's not a long-term injury. So here we go, week 10 recap. The Giants beat the Commanders, moved to 6-3. Good start for Shadir Sanders and the Giants this season. Packers moved to 6-4 over the Cardinals. Texans beat the Rams by 7. Dolphins beat the Bills 23-18. Steelers beating up on the Pats. That's an easy one for them. Bengals getting a win, 3-6. They moved to after 6-point win over the Titans. Jets moved to 3-7 after beating the Panthers by 5. Bucks move to 6-4, beating the Lions by 3. Ravens moved to 5-4 over the Browns. The Falcons continue their run, and the Saints continue to still have an 0-10 record. There's still someone that could be 0-17 in this franchise. It would be a franchise record. You remember Dan Orlovsky, I think, was the quarterback. It was the year that he ran out of bounds. It became the meme for the Lions 0-16 season. It looks like the Saints are going to go 0-17 at this rate. The Jags lose to the 49ers. 49ers moved to 6-4. That was a complete ass whooping, 48-3. Broncos over the Raiders, 33-7. And the Chargers over the Chiefs, who moved to 4-6, 25-7. 5 weeks this week were the Colts, Vikings, Cowboys, and Seahawks. Impact performers. See if there's anyone that's crazy in here. Raheem Sanders doing some work. 71 yards, 2 touchdowns. Will Shipley against us. Al Lazard. Wandale Robinson's in there. Roquan Smith, CJ Gardner-Johnson against us. Surprise performers. Watson put up 244, 3 touchdowns and an interception. Settled at 3 sacks for the Bengals. Will Shipley had a $115, a touchdown against us. Jalen Tolbert, 105 and a touchdown, and I believe that was a loss still for them. Shadur Sanders, 325, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, protect the football for him in New York. Khalil Mullings, $130 and 2 touchdowns. Jordan Birch had 2 sacks, and the 10 offensive there, having a great offensive day. 9 receptions, 106, no touchdowns though. Weekly leaders as we go through here. Looking for any one of ours. There's Quay Walker for Packers. Josh Sweat had 3 TFLs against us. So Jordan Davis. CJ Gardner-Johnson had 2 picks against us. Rasul Douglas is in here. Benjamin St. Juice has a defensive touchdown. That's great. Injury report. Let's see it. Devin Neal had a broken toe. Jack Conklin is out with a broken hand. We go through anyone. Kareem Hunt, fractured shoulder blade for the Browns. He's back with the Browns now. As we go through, Simeon Knight, Frank Ragnow, fractured shoulder blade. He'll be out to the playoffs. And Khalil Herbert, former Bear, getting some hits. Let's look at possible. It's for us, right? That injury should not be anything big. It's not. So it's not something that's going to stay long term. I'm going to run the tool injured reserve fix. I'm going to make sure I hit free agent lottery. We're going to exclude our teams. There might be a couple of ones in here. That will need it. And there we go. With that, so there's our Madden tool. We do have a mock draft we're gonna have to go over. So let's round this up with looking at a big game against the Ravens. A big game. Ravens are 5-4, second in the AFC North. We are 6-3. Ravens, a little preview here. Still a very good rushing attack, 4th in the league, 16th in offensive giveaways, which is nice, and 14th in points. On the defensive side, this is what we're worried about. One of the best defenses in the league, 5th in points, 9th in passing yards, 7th in rushing yards, 3rd in takeaways. This is going to be a defensive struggle for us to move the football. We're going to have to stop Derrick Henry. Lamar Jackson out of the option has 7 rushing touchdowns at this point, so we're going to have to play with a lot of QB spy in this. Zay Flowers, 6 touchdowns, 624 yards, just dominating this across the board. For their injuries, who is injured? So Marcus Williams is out, free safety. Kyle Van Noy, Ronnie Staley at left tackle, so they re-signed him. Michael Pierce at defensive tackle. The guy's out for the season. Nnamdi Madubuike, that hurts for them. Keaton Mitchell at halfback. Sanose Kane, depth safety. Donovan Jackson at left guard, out for the season. And then Mark Andrews is out, and DJ Giddens got injured, looks like a couple weeks ago, but still a lot of stuff going on. Rashad Bateman was out for about 4 weeks, so that's why he doesn't have the most yards, only a $187 at this point. But this team is an insane rushing team. Derrick Henry's already at 708 yards. That is crazy. Forced fumbles, we're looking at 5. Tons of fumble recoveries, 2 defensive touchdowns. It looks like when we go through the sacks, Adolphe Ola has 9 sacks at this point, a 3.5 for Jordan Birch. Roquan Smith 2.5. Like that. That's a great one there. Interceptions. Here's the interception one. Kyle Hamilton has 4, Nate Wiggins has 3, Marlon Humphreys has 2, with Jonathan Jones. Roquan Smith has 1 touchdowns, 1 by Marlon Humphrey in that one. This is a insane defense for us though. And when it comes to sacks, it's really Amula Mellon who's doing the work. Montez Sweat only has 2. I would like to see more from the man. Jack Sanborn as our kind of our third linebacker when we play with 3 on the field, blitzing 2.5. Like, I would love to see more from Dexter and Sweat. We need something on the outside. Interceptions, Jalen Johnson has 4 at this point, which is crazy and insane. We are at 7, so we stay at 7 in this one. Third best scoring offense, 8th in passing, 11th in rushing. We have a top 5 offense at this point. And then on defense, we're somewhere around 15 to 20 at this point. Rushing defense is great, passing defense, but it's the points. It is the points. Giving a lot of short fields will hurt with that. Caleb's still 8th in this, 16 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. My goal is to keep that under 20. We'll see how that goes in the interceptions. Now, we have a mock draft to go through at this point. Did we have anyone come back off of injury at this point for us? No, we didn't. When's the next one that comes off injury? It'll be probably Brisker in week 12. It is week 11. So next week, Jaquan Brisker will be back. We'll see if he plays. We still don't know if we're going to extend him, but I think Kyler Gordon is one that we will definitely extend. So let's put it over and let's look at this first or the second mock draft. All right, here's mock draft 2. Derek Carr is not something you'd go with long tune. Like, I just don't see it. Like, that's a smart play, smart pick by the Saints. Do walk down. Caden Proctor would be a good replacement for Braxton Jones. Mark Campbell would be a great one to bring in. Jerome Baker is getting up there in age. Avion Terrell was looking like it was going to be the pick there. Like, Caleb Downs is falling. Now, if we can get Caleb Downs, that's our pick. Keon Saab is moved up. Miller Moss there at 18. That makes sense. Caden Green. This isn't actually a bad one. Going Jalen Kilgore, the 30th pick. That is an interesting turn of events. Going Jalen Kilgore. I mean, if this is 30 and we're sitting at anywhere from 25 to 30, something's to be said if maybe we trade back into the second round and still get a safety, take Love. So we have a Jaden, we have Love and Jaden Ott backfield, and we just pound the rock. However, when it comes to guys, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be doing. Let's look at the Madden tool really fast. When we're looking at free agency, now obviously Jamar Chase isn't going to be someone in there. Micah Parsons is still there. Now halfback, Derrick Henry at 31, James Cook, Kenneth Walker. I mean, there's some intriguing names in here. The receiver, I would like to bring in Scary Terry. Chris Olave, I don't think he's going to meet. Mike Evans is being 32. I just don't see a lot of those top guys seeing that. At tight end, I think just going with playing Lockley might be a bigger thing. At left tackle, Rashawn Slater isn't going to see free agency. Rasheed Walker is also an interesting one, so maybe that. Braxton Jones. I mean, it's a big fall off between Bernard Raymond and that. We could also, as we're looking at it, the right guard, Veer Tucker, maybe he leaves. Ed Ingram, maybe he leaves that Dylan Parham might be one. Or on the left side, we could go John Simpson if he leaves. Cole Strange. I don't see any big things that I'd be like, I definitely want those guys. I mean, I just don't see it. Maybe Trust can develop into something. When I'm looking at ends, I don't really see anything. Jonathan Allen, I mean, he's 30 at this point. Maybe Devontae Wyatt. And on the other end, I don't think Micah Parsons will see free agency. If he does, or Greg Rousseff, one of these sees free agency, we're going for it. Or Kwity Paye. Kwity Paye could be a sneak one as well. Van Ginkel's a rush. TJ Edwards will be locked up probably to a couple more years at this point. Maybe Leo Chanel, Nick Benito's in there. A little bit of fast movers. At corner, Bland is JC Horn. Now, if JC Horn becomes available, that would be a big one. I see the Panthers re-signing him though. Greg Newsome is also one we could go with. At safety, this is really going to be the big one. Dylan Petre would be an interesting player to bring in. Lake from the Rams, maybe. Brisker's here. He's the best one going in this, but the guy can't stay healthy. And if he can't stay healthy, it doesn't help me. That's the biggest thing. I love Jaquan Brisker, but the man just cannot stay healthy. He's played week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 before getting injured again. I just don't see it. 3 touchdowns or 3 interceptions in 4 years. I mean, availability. You got to be available. That's the biggest thing. You got to be available. And then when we look at maybe the NFL draft, looking at this, I mean, I'd be fine taking Dylan Thieneman. I mean, Kilgore, we're saying the 3rd best round safety. Yeah, I'd be fine with taking a guy like Dylan Thieneman from Purdue. That would be a good one. I still think corner might be an interesting play here. And then here, maybe Olave was an interesting one. There's so many ideas and ways that we can go with this. It's just an unknown. Joshua Farmer. We could go Joshua Farmer, who actually is going to be in this draft in real life coming up. Yeah, and then at tackle, what we're looking at, Proctor's there, and the fall off is not great. So maybe the idea is I don't know. Maybe Truss is the, let's see how he does. Let's actually revamp this. We're gonna make a change. Yes, I know it's a difficult defense too. I'm gonna put Truss here. And we're gonna see if we have an injury. Truss is gonna come in and play at either one of these positions. And if he could just play, then love to see it. All right, that's going to be it for today's episode. To give you a little preview, what are the odds? Baltimore's 2.5-point favorites. That's not surprising. So thanks for hanging out. Go and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.